Hi, Gary Lee Price here. In my studio, we're going to be doing a couple of cool videos actually during the whole year. It's going to go in our newsletter, it's going to go on YouTube, Facebook sites, various things. We want to show the whole casting process. How in the heck do you get from these little miniatures up to the final finished product? And so I wanted to show you just a couple of things and share a little bit of the creation process here in the studio. Come on over here just a little bit closer. Anytime I create a sculpture, it's always a little teeny miniature, maybe an inch or two tall. These are some of the very early pieces that I did. Here's even the beginning study for Monet. You know, it's life-size now and doing very well all across the country. Here was my original study for Einstein. You see the dust on it there. I actually did two studies when I did Shakespeare. This was the original one. I was going to have his the skull over here in his hand and different positioning. Thought that might be a little too macabre, so I went for this version that ended up being cast in the final bronze. Here's the Wright brothers, of course, my original study. This one haven't done yet, but it's going to be Michelangelo looking up at the Sistine Chapel. Sculptor's tools in his hand and paints and that. Here's even a little miniature, some of the first figures I did of Circle of Friends. It's now huge and life-size and is going to be in a show this summer in New York City. But there's some of the little miniatures. So I want to show you a couple of more of the little studies. Here is the original study of Mother Teresa. The funnest part of doing these sculptures, period, is this little teeny first very beginning. It's getting the idea out of the old noggin, out of the head, and getting it in its first physical form. That is absolutely the funnest part. And so from here, then I'll go to something just a little bit bigger, and then ultimately just before the life size, I do this size so that I can work out all of my detail. This will be pointed up into the life size one. But on this particular size, I need to get everything worked out. All the composition, all the anatomy, everything. And this will be the first of the women in the Great Contributor series. Of course, Mother Teresa. This is another great example over here. I started out with this original study of St. Francis, and then went to this study here where I put in all of the detail. I have this little fawn that is right here, of course the bird, the doves over here, squirrels, just everything in implicit detail, because I realize that has to be pointed up to the life-size one. Just like this one over here, this was a commission. A lot of times I'll work from photographs and then I'll go to that size before it goes life-size. So it's kind of fun to share this process with you and let you know that this is just one of the elements of the creation, and it just evolves from there. It's also like with the Statue of Responsibility. Started out with a little teeny miniature. Here's actually a lapel pin of it. And then it went to this size and this size and that size. And then of course eventually it'll be 305 feet tall on the West Coast. So fun to share this stuff with you. Hope you have a great day.